This is 100% real. Crypto is going to shock the world 2025 and beyond. So I'm going to break down the facts, figures, numbers, logic. There will be a moment around 2030 where people are going to look back and say, wow, I had an opportunity to be involved in the new infrastructure of the new financial system. As we're in the fourth turning, our crisis stage, I know a lot of people are panicking right now. But remember, as you look this way, there's a whole nother narrative going on this way. And what I've done is I've made my foundation and my focus God, family, protecting my ecosystem at all cost, and minding my business. And what I mean by that is becoming a warrior in a garden versus a gardener in a war. Because like I said, as you look this way, they're changing your whole system this way. And when we get to 2030, there's going to be no middle class, in my opinion. There's going to be the very, very wealthy and the working poor. The middle class is getting wiped out, leverage towards technology. But Main Street has this opportunity to get a piece of Wall Street. So if you start to look at cryptocurrency or you look at AI technology or all these things, there's an opportunity for the normal everyday person to get involved in the infrastructure. Now, here's the thing. There is no get rich quick. There's getting wealthy for sure by building a foundation, number one. Number two is you have to develop financial literacy. They didn't teach us about the markets in school. They didn't teach us how money actually works. What they taught us to do is to trade time for money, so much time we can't pay attention. They pay us in someone else's debt on Friday, and we throw it into the casino, the stock market. That's not a plan. Number three is once you develop a plan, you need to learn how to earn. And once you learn how to earn, you need to learn how to invest. And once you learn how to invest, you learn how to protect, compound, and grow for generations to come. So bull run number one is which we're in right now is your learning phase. Bull run number two, which will be 2028 to 2030, will be your wealth phase. And bull run number three, if it exists, if it's here when regulation comes in, that will be your generational wealth phase. So you're early in the long term, and there's a little bit of pressure in the short term. What's going to happen after this inauguration is going to shock the world. I truly believe that this is the greatest opportunity for humanity, for Main Street to get a piece of Wall Street. This will be our kids' future. This will be how they operate in their monetary system. The banking system operates, some banks operate on a DOS system. It's an old archaic banking system moving into a new system. Money is just changing form. Don't get played. Don't get caught in the Coliseum drunk off the wine. Cryptocurrency is here to stay. Bitcoin will be a store of value like gold. And companies like Ripple, XRP, their token, XLM, HBAR, ADA, all these different companies that may survive regulation, we know Ripple already beat the SEC, are going to change the infrastructure of your financial system. The public and private sector are coming together. You're going to start to see religious barriers drop down, oneness with God. Okay. Not that we are God. There is a God in Christ Jesus. Jesus Christ is King. That's my stance. We're going to start to see more people come back to Christ and Jesus Christ. We're going to start to see more people go into decentralized finance. We're going to see more people start to be authentic and get paid to be themselves. So I'll get off my soapbox. I just want to be very clear on my stance and how I feel. Like I said, Christ is King all the time. So I'm going to start with Brad Garlinghouse in this. This is really, really important. And I enjoy doing these videos because I love documenting my journey. I love that my grandkids and my kids will be able to look back on these, my future grandkids, and look back on these videos and see where my mind was at during this moment in time. On January, what is the date today? Let me check the date real quick. It is January 6, 2025. And I want my grandkids to see what I was focused on. And I want my grandkids to see the discipline and consistency that I put in place to make sure that they had what they needed as they sit there and watch these videos. But listen to this. Brad Garlinghouse, 2025 is here and Trump bull market is real. For Ripple, this is even more personal after Gary Gensler of the SEC effectively froze our business opportunities here at home for years, their home America. The optimism is obvious and very, very deserved. I put two varies in there. Today, 75% of Ripple's open roles are now US based. Well, over the last 4 years, the vast majority were hires outside the US. They were getting ready to leave America before Trump got brought in. We have signed, this is very bullish. We have signed, and I told you guys, once pro crypto comes in, banks are going to start jumping on board. We have signed more US deals in the last 6 weeks of 2024 since the election than the previous 6 months. Team Trump is already jumpstarting innovation and job growth in the US with Scott Betsitt, David Sachs, Paul Atkins, and other people at the helm. And they aren't even in office yet. Say what you want, but the Trump effect is already making crypto great again, though through his campaign and in the administration day one priorities. Okay. This is from Brad Garlinghouse as well. Today, here in the US, we welcome the 119th Congress, better known as the Pro Crypto Congress in history. The journey is just beginning, but you can't deny the energy and excitement we're already building across the industry. Let's get to work. Okay, look, this is a new speaker right here, and I just want to point out a part of his speech here. It says, along with advancing President Trump's America First agenda, I will lead the House Republican to reduce the size and scope of the federal government, hold the bureaucracy accountable, and move the United States to more sustainable and fiscal trajectory. I'd be shocked if they don't do the Bitcoin treasury. So we're going to listen to Eric Trump once again talking about his father and their goal around this Trump effect.
Better, faster, substantially cheaper, not pushing paper. I mean, the banking system that we have around the world, the modern banking system, is antiquated. It's antiquated, and it's just a matter of time before really crypto not only catches up, but just really leaps ahead. And so we're incredibly excited on a lot of fronts, and I think America will be the crypto capital of the world. And I fully support it. My father fully supports it. Our family, is fully embracing it. We believe in DeFi.
Boom. Family's fully embracing it. We believe in DeFi so much that we have our own DeFi platform. They have their own DeFi platform, guys. I showed you guys that on my channel just recently. This is where it gets really interesting. Bridgewater, one of my greatest mentors, not personal mentors. Someday I would love to meet him and sit and break bread with him and speak with him. But online mentor following this stuff. Bridgewater, Ray Dalio, I'm manifesting that. Invest in gold and Bitcoin rather than dead assets. Think about that, guys. Like, they're giving us a signal. Let me give you another signal, okay? Buffett's 499 billion cash hoard is early warning signals. The Berkshire Hathaway chief executive does not claim to be an expert at market predictions, but he knows when stocks are overpriced. Now, you got to remember too, Warren Buffett's best performing investment right now is Nubank. It's a cryptocurrency bank, guys. He may not like Bitcoin, but he sure as hell invest in a cryptocurrency bank. So him pulling into cash, that goes back to the narrative of Ray Dalio. Everybody's moving out of debt-based assets, right? The US is the only country that can put its way out of its problem. So they're moving into deflationary assets. It's not by chance that Larry Fink from BlackRock all of a sudden said that Bitcoin's a flight to quality in 2023. They're all preparing for 2025, which could be an inflationary environment, right? We're moving our assets into deflationary, getting prepared for the biggest transition in our monetary system in history. Okay, so I'm gonna leave us off with this right here. So he's talking about Warren Buffett right here. He says Bitcoin is the new S&P 500. So check this out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2024 performance metrics are in, and Bitcoin destroyed everyone on Wall Street, Warren Buffett, the hedge funds, gold, and all of them. But first, let's start with the S&P 500. It posted a 23.3% return in 2024. That was bested by Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway, coming in at just over 25%. Everyone thinks that the old man in Omaha hasn't lost his touch, but Warren Buffett didn't even beat gold, which posted a 27% return, which says that most of the stock market and most of the Berkshire return is probably monetary debasement. Gold has no earnings, and it simply goes up when people are trying to protect their economic value or insulate themselves from some sort of currency debasement. But of course, the granddaddy of them all, Bitcoin posted a 120% return in 2024. It destroyed the S&P 500, Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway, and gold. I believe that the S&P 500 is no longer the benchmark on a global basis. Bitcoin is the new S&P 500. If you can't beat Bitcoin, then you should just buy Bitcoin. And if you think about it, Bitcoin is the only asset that is available to anyone in the world with an internet connection. It's the only large asset that trades 24/7, 365 with deep liquidity. If you can't beat Bitcoin, then you got to buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the new S&P 500.
I would love to hear the comments down below and what you guys think about this. So here's my game plan. I share with you guys every single time. But let's think about what he just said, right? So Warren Buffett, he said it himself. Warren Buffett said it. He had it easy, right? Warren Buffett was born after the Great Depression, I think in when was he born? I think after the Great Depression, he was born. And so his trading years, I mean, he's like, I had it easy, right? We're heading into a new economy. There's a reason why Warren Buffett's pulling in the cash. The stock market is extremely overvalued. Bitcoin is crushing all of their assets, right? So Bitcoin for me is a store of value like gold. I am not touching it. It is what I consider it a bank, right? It's like a property with no renters in it. I buy Bitcoin every single day. Okay. My two largest holdings are XRP and Bitcoin. I'm just telling you exactly what I do. You need to do your own research. XRP is my largest holding. Bitcoin is my second largest holding. Bitcoin, I will never touch it. I will never sell it. I can leverage against it. Right now, you can get a Bitcoin loan for your home. So think about this for just a moment. Let me walk you through this and I'll explain this. I have two banks. So I got my Bitcoin bank and then my alternative coins, all other cryptocurrencies. I'm exiting 50% in the bull run. We're in the bull run now. So when it hits my targets on the way up, as everybody's waiting for the big kahuna, I calmly pull profits off the table. Why do I do that? Why do I hold 50%? Because I'm going to hold it forever. Again, I can leverage that. I can stake for interest income. But the reason why I pull 50% is because I don't believe anybody should be just allocated in one asset class. I think you should have diversity. For my family, I want a moat around our kingdom. I pulled down the risk pyramid. I use cash value life insurance. That's my second bank. Okay, now we have our Bitcoin bank that we can leverage against tax-free. I have my cash value life insurance that I can leverage against tax-free. My principal is guaranteed if the markets come collapsing down. I got safety and security for my family, living benefits, death benefits, and it also works well with my trust. Okay. From there, we have silver, precious metals. I'm using Bitcoin as my gold. Some people push back on that. That's what I'm doing. Okay. We're getting into more real estate. I need tax liabilities. Okay. We have businesses, and that's where my earned income comes from. My earned income comes from the businesses, right? With the earned income, I'm putting it back into the crypto markets, into an ETF strategy, okay, that's a higher risk strategy. Volatility is your friend in this ETF strategy I'm using, okay? Then I'm putting money into my insurance policies. The goal is with assets, I want to make sure that my debts and non-negotiables are taken care of, and I'll never have to use earned income anymore to survive, right? I'll use the earned income once the assets will pay for the debts and non-negotiables, and I'll pump that back into the markets. Eventually, my family will be taken care of. Right. So the key with this is your first step is to really understand what this is, right? What is this? Why is this happening? Number two is understand, don't say, what should I invest in? Say, why am I investing in it? Number three is build a solid game plan for yourself. Start small, understand, okay? Build a long-term portfolio, hold long-term. You don't need to trade. You don't even need to exit if you don't want to, right? If you don't want the stress, if you're not a day trader and you're not trying to, you don't have all day to do that, just set it and forget it. Just accumulate. Okay. The biggest thing I want to share with you guys is there is no get rich quick. We've coached over 10,000 people since 2020. There's not one person that I've ran into that's like, I got rich off meme coins. If they did, they lost it because they put it back in the casino. You got to be very careful with the hype. Okay. Number one, there is no get rich quick. Number two, no influencer is reaching out to invest your crypto. I'll never reach out to you proactively. They're using our likeness and image. There is no get rich quick. Okay. I don't invest people's crypto. We don't have a crypto trading platform. That's not us talking to you. Okay. Another thing to think about is don't play games with your money. Right. When, like, for example, my ETF strategy, the dividends to ETF strategy, it's based on the volatility of like companies like MicroStrategies, Coinbase, things like that. It's volatility is our friend. The money I invest in there, I expect that I could lose 100% of it tomorrow. That's part of my allocation of my portfolio. Okay. So you just got to be very careful. I just want to make sure you understand that because everybody's like, what should I get into? It's like, why are you getting into it? That's what we're lacking in America is financial literacy, financial education. You should be studying what money is. Money in America is just debt. That's it. So why would you store your money in debt? It's literally devaluing every single day. Every time they print, your money becomes less valuable. So that's why Bridgewater, Ray Dalio, he says, no debt-based assets. He's like gold and Bitcoin. Think about that. That's why BlackRock is like, ooh, let's get over here in Bitcoin. And that's why the top 5 holders besides Satoshi are all American companies. Guys, as we look this way, they changed everything this way. And so you're paying attention. Congratulations. Good job. Just make sure you don't get played. I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. I shared the warning about there. I'll never proactively DM you. We do not invest people's money. We don't have a crypto trading platform. QFS accounts are a scam. Be very careful with that type of stuff. I put warnings in every video. If you do need support from my team, we get hundreds of messages a day. I want to be very clear on the 2 different types of support we have. Okay. You'll never send my team members money directly, ever. Okay. So the first one, people DM me and email me all the time about cash value life insurance. I use cash value life insurance. I protect my family with insurance and I protect my money with insurance. Okay. I like the living benefits. I like being my own bank. That's what I use. But what I do may not work for you. So I have what's called a needs assessment. You fill that out. My team will text you, call you, email you to set up an appointment. It's a absolutely free consultation. You'll never send them money directly. We do not get paid by the client. Okay. They'll do a retirement strategy with you and see what your needs are. On the other side, we have Coach JV's Academy. You'll see it down below in the description of this video, 120-day challenge, or in my social media platform, Coach JV. We've helped 10,000 people worldwide. Education, market calls, live calls, community, and support so you can stay calm during these times. Okay. Our battle is not against anybody. It's against our own consciousness. You can get in my 120-day challenge and radically transform your life in the next 4 months. I'll see you on the inside. Love you guys. Warriors, rise. Get your shit together. Let's go.